you guys doing? I'm getting there. I'm sorry. Like 8 things going. Ma Dukes, welcome in. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna cook, and I'm gonna make sandwiches. That's the big plan for today. And I gotta clean the kitchen. So, welcome in, y'all. You gotta get the crock pot prepped. We're getting some open face hot sandwiches. I'm already hungry, so I'm ready for this to be done. The mung beans, they were delicious, y'all. I had them 2 days in a row and spiced them differently both days. So we just got to get our crock pot prepped, and then we'll get started on both the sandwiches and the chicken. Ooh, too hot, too hot. I was going to get out the mics and all that stuff, but they seem to only work good for recording. They don't work great for live streaming. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. I'm not that cold here. It's like in the 50s. But for me, that's cold. All right. One clean crock pot. It's not a big one. I've gotten a big one, but I only use that when I do like a stew or a soup that I leave on for weeks. For a week. All right, let's get rolling. Let's put up the other dishes. So we got a place to put these. Crock pot lid, check. Two and rain, geez, it might as well be sleep now. Is that too loud? You know how my hearing is. I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna brown my chicken before I put it in the crock pot. Just a personal preference. Don't have to. Let's see what the Roomba's run over. Oh, hey, Roomba. Roomba was taking himself for a walk. Get out of here, buddy. Go. All right. Butters is peeking over. He's like, I hate the Roomba, but he's cooking. All right, make us up a little dishwater. Put you up there. I'm gonna add to the jar collection. Find a lid for this one. I'll boil these later and get the labels off them. We can go on the to-do list. I don't have to do everything right now. These are the best, y'all. These little anchor pans like this with the lid. Put them in the stove. Put them in the toaster oven. Just put a piece of chicken in there. Heat it up that way. Pretty good. Colleen, welcome in. It's not a pretty life. Somebody has to live it. All right, coffee mug. All right, we're gonna need a little olive oil. I'm not like frying them, so I'm just going to use a little bit in the bottom of the pan. I just want to sear both sides of the chicken. So I'll sear them up, flip them over real quick before I put them in the crock pot. And I don't know what you guys did, but I had almost 200 watch hours last week. So thank you guys who've been rewatching my stuff. I appreciate it. We're so close to the 3,000. All right, last rinse in the crock pot. And I'm going to put a few ingredients in the crock pot itself. Colleen, I'm going to do sandwiches for lunch, which is just real quick and easy, open face hot sandwiches. And then I'm doing a crock pot chicken thighs. So we're going to do that for tonight, maybe tomorrow, depends on how long it takes them to cook. It said 4 hours on high, but I don't know. I don't always have the best results. But I will be using to make sure they're done correctly. So this ain't no fly-by-night operation. We fly during the day and night. I just want something hot sitting in the kitchen. That's what I want. I want to be able to come into the kitchen, get a hot plate of food, and then go sit in front of the TV. All right, last cup. Got a ladle. All right, for the sandwiches, we're going to be rocking a honey wheat bread. Nothing fancy. A couple bucks from the regular store. Yeah. I'm going to do, because this is all going to get dumped into the crock pot anyway. Anything that's left over in the pan once I've fried it all up. So, let me see. I'm sure I got paprika that's open. We don't want the commercials, just the free music, please. And then I do a little smoked paprika for a little spice. I got a little oregano. I could just put it on the chicken, but it's all going to fry off anyway, so it's like, might as well put it in the grease, since it's all going in there anyway. And then a little quick Cajun shake. Bang. 39, Colleen, yikes. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. We got the big old family pack of chicken thighs. We're going to start getting to room temperature, and I will section them off. All right, hot water. We're going to get these dishes off our work board here, and I'm also going to shoot a short on this too. So I've got the other phone on the charger. I'll keep it under 30 seconds. That's my plan, because it's not a complicated recipe. It's like dump all the stuff in the crock pot. But I will have to mute the music when we do that. All right, let me work on these dishes, and I'll get my bread toasting. James, welcome in. I got to get some turkey. We're going to get turkey and avocado for tomorrow. Bang. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. All right, swing. We'll get the sandwiches going first, because I'm hungry. So And it won't matter. These got to go in the salamander there anyway. Even with someone you love. Sing it, Willie. All right, dishes first. What is everybody else up to? Matt, James, what are you doing, buddy? What are you up to? Everybody seems to be hiding inside and staying warm, which I figured was the perfect time to stand in front of the stove. Little Jerry Reeves. Amos Moses. Amos Moses. We're vacuuming, we got laundry going, we're doing dishes and cooking. Man, I'd be a great wife. Multitasking, yeah, I gotta keep moving to stay warm. I didn't even turn the heater on yet. That's Willie again. These are good for like a really deep pot. Come on now, Scottish Mike. Ah! Welcome in, buddy. For a big pot, fishing stuff out of the bottom, this is where it's at. But for working a little skillet, I prefer these. I mean, these you can be a half mile away. Looking good. Do you think I should grow the stash? I told Patrick he should trim it off with a lighter. Oh my God. You guys encouraging him with that mustache. Maybe he needs something else to go with it. He can't just have the porn stash. Get him to get the Fu Manchu or the little. He shaved it. Oh, good to know. Good to know. He was sick of it too. I get sick of anything growing on my face like that. It makes your face fall asleep, your chin and everything. Just sucks. Just sucks. How about that for a night? How about even better than that? Check this one out. I don't get to use it very often because I'm not like sectioning chickens. How about that? It's older than all of us. It ain't no joke. It's like probably 4 pounds, 5 pounds. I am going to shoot the thing. Let me clean off this area over here. And let me go grab the other phone too. Yeah, we're working on lunch, Mike, and we're doing sandwiches for lunch. Honey wheat. Open face. Heated cheese, ham and cheese, provolone and ham. That's what we're working. Yeah, nice flavor. Oh, Mama, this you gotta see this. A friend of mine gave me this. It says Chuck's Pubs, free nuts, and then at the bottom it says, "What would you like?" And wood is spelled W-O-O-D. So I think the only reason he gave it to me is it wouldn't fit him anymore. Yeah, yellow. I don't have many yellow shirts. All right, let's just give a good grease wipe over here, and then I'm gonna clean off the sideboard, and I'll shoot some of the stuff over there. And I'll find the other phone. There, just some boom. Looking out my back door. What day is it? It says it's Wednesday, but it's not Wednesday. No sorrow. My back door. I really didn't have that many dishes, so that's good. Do. All right, let's get the last of these done, and we'll clean the sideboard. I can shoot the chicken, and then I'll shoot the pan, and then we'll shoot something else. I don't know. Me putting it in there, not real exciting. I get to juggle salmonella and a camera. This is going to be good. Might have to boil my phone after this. All right, I did not start toasting the other bread because we are not quite there yet. I do have one half of it done. Guess I can put the cheese on those and put them in the toaster oven. Mike, we got provolone and ham cheese with garlic and whatever else I put on it. I haven't really decided yet. That's going to be for right now. I'm going to shoot a video for, it's just a crock pot chicken. There's been like hundreds of them, but I'm going to do my version of it. And then I'll post it up as a short. I've just been pondering the music that I'm going to use with it. All right, that's that. Let's take this. Yeah, I want to eat now, and I want to eat again in like 4 or 5 hours. So that's about how long it should take to do this for it to completely cook in the crock pot. Thank you guys for 11 thumbs up. What? On a Tuesday? I didn't see anybody else live. I was like, well, I got to cook anyway. I got to do laundry anyway. Devo, there he is. Devo is EV Uber driver. So if you guys have not subscribed to Devo, he keeps saying he's going to go live with me, but eventually. He is, you can hear Devo in a bunch of my live streams. And he does live stream Fortnite. But he's never on Kick. This is one of my little favorite pair of knives. This stream brought to you by Knives. Knives! Cut something. Devo, what do you think about the new season, buddy? New Fortnite season. We're all trying to adjust to it. What do you think? Wash the can opener? Probably needs it. Might as well. That's a good one. If you're looking for a can opener, this is a pretty good design. And I'm picky. The dog's like, who were you talking to? She's just standing there staring at me. What are you doing? I could be eating. All right. Let me hide this. Rinse this off. This is going to be one of the most simple recipes ever. But there's no way I'm cooking all those thighs. Knives. That's why you can no longer do drive-by in England. Funny fact, the reason they drive on the wrong side of the road there is that most people are right-hand dominated. You know, like most people are right-handed, and it was designed so on horseback you could slash with your dominant hand. So that's why they drive on that side of the road. So don't mess with them. Even if they got a little short knife, they might still just. Whoa! All right, that's this, that, these, and those. What up, Butters? All right, that bread's ready. I tell you what, let me get about 90% of these sandwiches done before I get into that chicken. Yeah, let's do that. All right, we got a bunch of smoked provolone, and we got smoked ham, so I'll say it for devious. Smoking! There you go. Just put it inside tacos and burritos. Oh, we also poured Frank's Red Hot Diablo sauce all over that. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell. Right, classic. All right, so what I end up doing with the cheese, I'm going to put a bunch of garlic down on the bread that's toasted, and then I'm going to put a piece of cheese over the top of it, and then when I heat it up, it'll sort of melt it into the bread. All right, 2 pieces of cheese. What up, Butters?
No, you gotta get cheese.
No cheese for you.
There's a cheese tax.
We're gonna take the long way home, y'all. And while I got the garlic out, I'm going to throw some in the pan too. I am going to put some raw in the crock pot itself, but the dog's looking at me like I'm going to give her raw garlic. That's not happening. Let's put the cheese up. Might as well enjoy the show. All right, so super easy. Like, it's hard to, I can't tilt it. I can tilt it a little bit. There you go. Just garlic, straight garlic. Cover it with a piece of cheese. I'm not going to turn the broiler on yet. I'll wait till I get some more stuff done because I would like to eat it hot. If I'm going to actually heat it up and melt the cheese, I want to eat it hot. So load these in, bang. And we're not going to melt them. We're just going to, just enough to adhere it to the cheese. And I'm just using a toaster oven on broil. Butters boop. She's hanging out right here. The Butters boop. Butters, come here. Come here.
Oh, I get a boop. He's gonna wash his hands. He booped me so much, Daddy. He smells so good.
Who made the cheese round? I don't know. It's amazing though, right? I didn't see the name brand, Mike. I wasn't even paying attention. All right, so this plate's for the Sammys. We're gonna wash our hands because we were petting the Butters. All right, let me get the. Take the long way home. I guess I can look for you, Mike. Let me see. It's some sort of Dutch farm. I don't know. I don't know. I said that's enough. All right, pair knife. Yeah, I don't want to advertise for this chicken company, so I'm going to go ahead and get them all out of the. All right, we'll put these over here in the salmonella corner. And I'm probably going to do, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oof. There's 11. So that crock pot is probably going to hold 4, maybe 5 at the most. So I'm going to have to section the rest of these off. Should be fine. I'm going to do this batch this way, and the next batch I'm going to do a lemon pepper chicken. Why is the Tupperware always too big or too small? So we're going to go with too big. I don't know. And I don't know how you guys feel about chicken fresh out of the thing, but I do rinse all of my stuff. Luke, welcome in. Yeah, that's what Bruce said. That's what Bruce said, Luke. All right, let me pause this. Yeah, I got my hands clean. They're just short clips, so you guys get to actually watch me shoot a video. And I'm lazy at shooting videos. I don't edit. What I do is I shoot a bunch of short clips and then just line them all together. All right, this is where we're going to put our excess chicken. I am going to rinse all of this with filtered water before I put it in the fryer. So, or in the skillet. We're just browning it. We're just browning it. We're not actually going to fry the chicken today. Step one, get some chicken, boneless or bone in. That's the first cut. Don't. See how easy that is? Add the spices you want to use to your skillet. We're going to brown these before we put them in the crock pot. And I'll list the ingredients on the thing. That's that, that's this, that's that. So we're almost ready to start frying those. What am I missing? Bang, 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 bang. Oh, I need the filtered water. And I actually want them to dry a little bit before I put them in the hot grease, go figure. Oh, and of course, I picked the one with a broken lid. Ah. Hold on. They're only going to be in there for 24 hours. It'll be fine. All right, here we go. Salmonella time. We only want to be into this once. And I'm really just going to clean up enough to fill up this skillet. Get rid of this plastic. I mean, I guess I could just Ziploc bag the rest of these. I just hate throwing away a Ziploc bag. I'm weird like that. Move it, move it. All right, so we're just going to do this super easy style. There it is. It's garlic, paprika, some Cajun, and a little bit of olive oil. So we're going to give these the old rinse one at a time. Where am I going to set them? I want to set them down on the plate, or in the skillet, but I don't want them to be too wet. And I really kind of want to heat up the skillet first, but I can get away without doing it. All right, so pick a thigh, any thigh. Bang. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. And I'm just going to give them a rinse because they have agents on them to keep them from discoloring and stuff, and prefer not to be eating that. In fact, take that. I don't know how, I'm probably only going to be able to do 2 at a time in the crock pot, so. Salmonella, who is she? She'll make you sick, buddy. She'll make you sick. You got to watch out. All right, let's put this here so we can get at it. Ugh. Too many things. We got one chicken hand. We're going to keep this, we're going to keep it at one chicken hand. We're going to put this on here. Hi, Butters. This is not for you. We're going to use the induction plate. And really, we're just searing. We're not cooking. So, look up. Raw chicken. All right, too many overalls in the washer. And I'm going to do just enough to cover the bottom of that pan. And these are nice. They're actually folded up pretty good. This one's got a lot of fat. That'll be good. That'll be good in the crock pot. And the sink will all get cleaned after this, so. I know, man. There's 4 pairs of overalls. what else did I put in there? Fleece jacket, but it's a front-loading washing machine, and I screwed it down to the ground, so that's why it's so loud. But it doesn't walk away anymore. It used to walk away. And it's under my kitchen counter, that's why it's so loud. European style under my kitchen counter. It's almost done. Trying to get most of the water out of the chicken before I put it into grease. It's just always a good idea, unless you'd like to be burned. You don't pick a, you stay in between. I got you. I got you, Devo. All right, we can get one more in the skillet, but for the crock pot, I think we can do two more. So we're gonna sear these up, turn them over, and then all of the rest of this is going to go into the European style. Yes, I see what you did there, Devo. This stream brought to you by water. Water! Drink it. We still only have one salmonella hand. We're going to keep it that way. All right. Like I said, paprika, a Cajun shake. Let's clean up this salmonella hand. I say that, you don't, unless it's sits out in the wrong temperature for a while, it won't even grow the salmonella. It's been in the fridge for a hot minute. Do you want to go outside, Butters? All right, there we go. Yeah, the dog's like, I'm not getting anything to eat, and he's cooking, and the Roomba's chasing me around the house. But she'll go outside. She's short hair, so she'll go outside for about 5 minutes and be like, can you let me back in and put a sweater on me? All right, we put these on as slow. So, like I said, just slightly browned, right? We're not cooking them all the way through. The crock pot will do all that first. But these are raw chicken now, too, so we're going to give them a rinse before we continue to use them with some steamy water. And I am going to do at least 2 more of these thighs. At least 2 more. I just don't have any room in the skillet right now. Most of my stuff is stainless steel, but the stainless steel doesn't work on the induction plate. So we just got to use what we got, which is a small skillet. Crock pot, but we want it to be dry on the bottom. So we put it into the heater, it doesn't mess anything up. That's this, that, these and those. All right. So for one of our cooking vehicles, I'm gonna go with the old cream of chicken here. You can use like cream of mushroom stock, but this will work just as well. I ordered some yesterday. It was the one thing they didn't bring me, so it is what it is. Maybe I'll go get some mushrooms to top it off with. I'm just not a big fan of it just being plain white chicken, so I am searing them up just a little bit, see? Just a little bit. If it had skin on it, I would do it enough so that it fried the skin, and then I would peel the skin off and just eat it. Want it in my crock pot. The skin's not that good when it comes out. It's all runny and everything. Where's the can opener? I already washed it. I'll probably add a little bit of water to this, just so it has some water to moisturize the chicken as it cooks down. Oh wait, I forgot to shoot the video. Dang, diddly dang. My spoon. I'm going to slightly brown the thighs on each side. Easy enough. Make sure I actually got that. Beat it, Roomba. I'm going to slightly brown the thighs on each side. I'm going to slightly brown the thighs on each side. Perfect. Boom. Not cooked all the way, but seared on the edge. And it's got all the flavoring that we have from the thing. All right, hang on. I got to do this too. Get that off. Now, add your cooking vehicle to your crock pot. I'm using cream of chicken, but you can use cream of mushroom, or pretty much any other kind of soup you like. And looking at it, one is not enough to cover up all these sides that I'm doing. So I've got another can. We're going to use both cans. And then I'll probably will get the different soup to cook the lemon pepper ones in. All right, so we're just going to take our thighs, unstick them. We still have a bunch of herbs and stuff down at the bottom. Anything that's left in this pot or in this skillet is going in there. Pink hammy sandwich. Yes, I got it. I got to get that working. All right, so these look pretty good. Still a little bit of pink on them, but they're just, I like the coloring. I'm not a big fan of just bland ass white chicken. So, all right, we're gonna put these in. Bang, bang. I'm gonna leave all this little bits in here because it's still full of oil. But all of this that's in here, all of this leftover is going in there when I'm done. It's half the spices, but I'm just searing it to get it attached to it. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 4. I guess we'll just do one more, and I'll do the biggest one, and I think that'll be good. Let's get that other can of soup rolling. I can't let you lick the spoon butters. I'm sorry.
I like salmonella. Sounds delicious.
All right, ham sandwiches still getting made. Pink hammy sandwich. All right, last one. We're gonna just turn this skillet back on, bang. Put it on a 3 out of 5. This looks like the biggest thigh in the bunch. I'm just gonna give it a rinse. Like I said, there's stuff they put on here to keep it from discoloring, and I don't want that in my body. All right, man, that got sizzly fast. All right, that should be the last of the salmonella hands. No, it's not. It's not. Let me get this. I think they'll all fit in a quart bag. And get it open. Now getting salmonella everywhere. All right, that thigh is just going to town. It's our last one. All right, I'm not going to rinse these now. because I don't want them discoloring, but I will before I do the next crock pot. The pink hammies, that's where Devo says, yeah. The dog is eyeballing me like, you're going to drop some of that? I absolutely am not going to drop any of this.
I get it. It's in the drop zone. I get it.
All right. This will be tomorrow. Probably the day after tomorrow. I'm going to share this with my buddy. So maybe it'll be tomorrow. And I'm going to get most of the air out of here before I seal it up. And I'm going to take this die and I'm going to just try and pick up all of the spices and all of the grease that I possibly can with it. I mean, it's still going in the pan, but see, that's much better than having crock pot chicken and it being just all white. And all white sauce, so. I'm going to put the oregano on top of that. Where was the other paprika? Here you go. That one's for Devo. Dillweed. All right, I have used 2 cans of soup, and I'm adding the spices that I want to use. There was oregano and paprika, and then a little more of that Cajun spice. In fact, probably a lot more of that Cajun spice. The last time I did those beans, I put a ton of this in there, and it didn't even get spicy. That's going to be fun to wash. We'll get that done in a minute. All right, are we all salmonella free here? One more hand wash and we'll be good. That's that. That's that. I'm going to turn the salamander on, get my cheese going for my Sammy. I'm going to leave it open so I don't forget. And overcook it. When I was a short order cook, I could put together 10 meals. Then get down to like the last 30 seconds. You got to do like 30-second rolls. I'd burn them every time. I burn the rolls. And I was working with a pastry chef named Francois, and he wouldn't even get mad because he made bread pudding with it. So, the other thing that I am going to do, the soup doesn't completely cover all of the chicken, so I'm going to add a little bit of filtered water in there just to give me a little more liquid to cook out over time. So not a lot. It would be like half a can. So I just want to bring it up to like the level of the thing. So all right, I got everything into the crock pot. I'm going to put about half a can of water in here, just a little bit to give us cooking level. We're going to cook that for about 4 hours. It should be delish. Nah, it was too long. That was like 15 seconds. All right, we're going to add about half a cup of water just so that we can submerge all of the meat into juice. Much better, 6 seconds. All right, that's done, this done. I put the spices up on top. What else do I need to do to this, y'all? What am I forgetting? Oh. This is pathetic. They didn't bring my butter. I don't even know how much. I got this tiny amount of butter. I'm going to put that in there. I don't even really need it, but with all that grease. But I do need the garlic. What do I do with the garlic? All right, that cheese is melted. I'm going to leave them in there. I just turned it off. So, what do I do with the garlic, y'all? There it is. And a little ground garlic. Now, the sad part is I cannot even finish this until it's all cooked. Eve, welcome in. Carl, welcome in. We're working on, I just did, I'll show you. It doesn't look fancy, but it is. Boink. We got a crock pot full of seared chicken in cream of chicken soup with paprika, garlic, what else? Oregano, and a Cajun shake. And we're going to put this on for about 4 hours onto the crock pot. That's the plan. And I'm making sandwiches so I can actually eat something now because this ain't going to be ready for a hot minute. So we seared everything up, mixed in the soup, and I'm going to take this little spoon and just mix up some of this water. Mix the water in with the soup down at the bottom. And we have enough that tomorrow I'll do a different one. I'm going to do a lemon pepper in the crock pot tomorrow. That's the plan. So now we got 2 sandwiches to make, 2 dishes to clean up, and then we'll be doing this. Yeah, the crock pot is the best, dude. So you just throw a bunch of stuff in there. Forget about it. Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Forget about it. All right, so we need this bad boy. Yoink. And it's a small one, dude. This is a little. I have a giant one, but unless I'm cooking soup for a month or for 10 people, there's no use using it. All right. All right, that's good to go. Bang. Put that on high. Where was our plate for our sandwiches? All right. So for the sandwiches, we just did a honey wheat. You can see all the bumps under the bread. That's garlic. I just stuck garlic underneath there. All right, I've got to get these 2 pieces going. And I've been buying these things. I love these on sandwiches too. I will top a soup with them, or probably when I serve those chicken thighs, I'll put these little crispy things over here and wait for the dog to come in. She loves these too. Like they're just little crispy onions. They're good. I'm gonna put a couple on my sandwich just because. And same thing with the garlic. You could put this underneath and then melt the cheese on it and it won't fall off. But I don't want to I use these for everything, so I don't want to use too many of them just making sandwiches. Where is my big one? Yeah, the big one I have is like platter sized and deep. All right, that's that. The toast is going. The ham is right here. Let me clean the stove off again. It's like somebody was frying chicken in here. But yeah, we managed to get the laundry done. Speaking of, I need to go turn that back on. The laundry done. I got the Roomba vacuuming. I washed all the dishes. And something else. Made lunch and dinner. And what are we at? An hour and 8 minutes? That's pretty good, right? If it's good, nothing sticks to it. Yeah. Boom. All right. That'll do. These need to get washed. Oh, this will get rinsed and reused. I don't need this. I'm going to put any chicken in it. Yeah, we did all of that stuff I just mentioned, and we shot a video. We managed to shoot a video today, too, on how to make this chicken. All right, 2 more pieces of toast, some ham, and then this will be a done deal. Thank you guys for the 15 thumbs up and the 6 troopers that are still hanging in. Chicken goes on the bottom shelf in case it leaks. I kind of want to put fried eggs on there, but it's all right. It's all right. That mustard. Let me get this ham done. So yeah, we made ourselves a basic lunch while preparing a nice dinner. I'm gonna leave myself a sandwich, enough for 1 more sandwich, not today. And I guess the tip of the day will be mustard always goes on the meat side. Yeah, eggs would go. I know, Ma. I want to make like a little Dagwood sandwich, and I want the olive on top with the stupid little flag in it and everything. So you're working on hats still, Ma? We're gonna do that. We're gonna do a live stream. I've got to do some art on my grocery bag, my reused grocery bag. So yeah, once again, mustard goes on the meat side. It should not touch the cheese. And I don't like to go crazy. It's just yellow mustard. I don't even have any fancy mustard. I used it all up cooking. But rarely am I like, hey, ooh, I could probably put some of this in there and that would be good. Mustard, a little bit. We'll see. I'll taste it later and then we'll see what we're going to do. Done, done, done. There we go. 2 hammy sandwiches. You like jalapenos on your sandwich? All right, I'm going to tell this story one more time, Evie. Every time I go to Subway, I have the same order. It's cold cut trio, and I get every vegetable that they have available so that I can put a they're not complimentary flavors. So anyway, I always get the cold cut trio, and I get every vegetable possible on it, so I can basically get a salad with my sandwich. The only thing that I don't get a lot of is jalapenos. And I always ask for 1 jalapeno, and I tell them, I don't want to see where you put it, right? And then I'll turn around while they place the jalapeno. So sometimes they'll put it in the middle and they'll cut it in half with a knife. Sometimes it's on one end or the other. But I just like the mystery of, hey, when am I going to get the hot bite? You know? So I like jalapenos, but not heavy. I'm not a huge spice fan. So I dated a girl, and that was her vice. That girl loves some spices. But she was allergic to cinnamon, so a lot of the hotter spices that are cinnamon-based she couldn't have. So it was like this. There was a challenge to find one that was too hot that she wouldn't eat that didn't have cinnamon in it. Make it too hot. I should be eating my sandwiches, but I want to have this sideboard cleaned off. Oh, and I forgot to wear the chef's hat. Yeah, I forgot. It's because of Subway that you get them? Yeah. In the EU, their bread is not classified as a bread. It has so much sugar because of the way that they bake it or the way that they proof it. They put a lot of sugar so that it rises fast, and it's considered a pastry. It's not even considered a bread. That's why it's so delicious. So, and for the longest time, I didn't used to be able to taste sugar in food. I just thought it's delicious. But now I'm a little better at figuring out why it's so delicious. Like when they say it's low fat, but it's still good. It's like, yeah, it's low fat, high sugar. All right, that's this one. Just Roy delivery. Just in time for ham sammy, buddy. Welcome in. We're getting ready to wrap this up. We already did a crock pot chicken. We did the dishes. We vacuumed. We did something else. I don't know. Oh, shot a video on how to do it. So welcome in, Roy. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. Am I messing up your noon time? Are you going live today, buddy? Caleb, welcome in. No Waffle House today. We have crock pot chicken. So I definitely will be having something good, but it will not be Waffle House today. And once again, thank you guys. I got almost 200 watch hours last week from us doing the 3 live streams and you guys doing the re-watching. What's that got to do with mustard? The mustard, it should be on the meat. It's to complement the meat. And so cheese has its own flavor, right? So you don't want the mustard, which is a nice, it's a nice taste, but it ruins the cheese. Ruins the cheese. So anyway, you can take that one to the bank, buddy. You can do it whatever way you want. You can dip cheese sticks into mustard. I don't care, Devo. You do you, boo. You know what I mean? Framed by Jerry Reed. I've been framed. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get some turkey, and we're gonna do a turkey and avocado. I have 2 avocados that I want to just eat straight away, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm about to go eat these. I need something as a side. What do I use for a side? I got groceries delivered yesterday, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm cooking everything. I've been framed. All right, so yeah, the turkey, I know. So the recap is paprika, oregano, and a Cajun spice with the browned meat cooked in a cream of chicken with a little bit of water just to keep it moist. And that's it, 4 hours. It was so easy. Just throw it all in that crock pot, set a timer. The timer will be, I'm hungry enough to eat that. You want stovetop stuff? And I didn't order any. I did get some mac and cheese, but I'm not patient enough to actually make the mac and cheese. So what else, guys? The Roomba's done. He's cleaning up right now. I had to turn the dryer off so I could shoot that last little segment. So when it's all done, I'll get some video of me breaking it apart. But the chicken should just fall apart after 4 hours in there and already being seared and everything. And if it's not, I'll flip it on the low after 4 hours and then eat it whenever it's ready. You moved on to dishes. Nice. All right, yeah, room was done. Sink is clean-ish. I'm not cleaning the bottom of it until after I eat, but that'll get done today too. And I'll feel slightly accomplished. We didn't leave a mess. We're gonna get to go eat. What else, guys? Is that it? Is that it? Can I go eat? Can I go eat? Please, please. I'm going to eat. I'm gonna go eat. I love you guys. I'll be out again for sure on Thursday, and we'll go driving around. And what else am I going to do today? Devo, 5, 6 o'clock. Devo and I will be playing with boxcar bricks and trying to get some Fortnite dubs. They're pretty tough this season. So, all right, guys. I'll see you guys again soon.